Partner with the Principal is such an important program because really what it does is it does a lot of the legwork for schools and for businesses. You have highly motivated schools and highly motivated businesses that come together.
It's good for our principals and our schools to meet business leaders and hear about their worlds, and it's very good for our business leaders to see how schools operate.
We're having the opportunity with the guidance of the Youth and Education Commission in this program to help support and guide both businesses and schools throughout this process.
I know our principals also see the benefit, and it's the beginning of an alliance. It is a win-win situation for our schools and our business leaders.
We've been extremely fortunate to have two incredibly generous partners.
Working with us as a resource, we provide financial assistance, but we also provide sweat equity of how can we come up with something that's going to be really cool for these students to experience.
With Chase Building Team, they felt passionately about donating to our Levine Education Foundation to help support scholarships. They also felt very passionate about helping us celebrate during COVID our staff because they really support teachers. Vulcan Materials, the same thing. When they came in and met our chief science officers, they're a company that values STEM. They were really excited about supporting that program. And then also with COVID-19, they saw that some of our families didn't have Wi-Fi's in the home, so they've provided us with Wi-Fi scholarships. The exciting thing now is as this partnership evolved, both sides got to see what the other side valued. And both Chase Building Teams and Vulcan and the Levine School District, we all value STEM education.
On the observation, what is buoyancy force?
We all recognize that there are a lot of STEM jobs out there that go unfilled, and that if we want to increase the number of students that go into STEM, we have to create more opportunities.
We started partnering on the Chief Science Officer program, which empowers 2 students on each of the Levine School District campuses to really be STEM ambassadors for their classmates. So they interact with businesses in the community, they find opportunities to bring STEM onto campus, and they generally just promote STEM to their classmates. And we've grown that partnership to where now Vulcan sponsors STEM officers on each campus throughout the school district.
I feel that STEM and people coming in to schools and talking to children, doing activities is important for children and for me, because most children don't really know what STEM people do. Like engineers, they don't actually know what they do. So when people come in to teach them about it, it'll be in their head and they'll be like, oh, I want to do this or oh, I want to do that.
Having that opportunity to collaborate, to talk to ask questions, to have the STEM professionals tell our kids, hey, this is where I was in 8th grade and this is where I am now and this is how you get there, it's been invaluable. And our kids are starting to get excited about these careers that they never really thought of before. And not only that, our teachers are having the opportunity to be better mentors to the kids because they could better explain what these careers are all about.
Our partnerships definitely provide not only students but also teachers to utilize technology, new advancing technology in our classrooms and help us keep up with the changing demands of the 21st century workforce.
Our teachers aren't expert in STEM professions, so we need to know and our kids need to know how this technology is implemented in the field. So in addition to donating money, both companies are committing to working with our kids to show us how these technologies are being implemented.
We had done some construction with Cheatham School, and on that project they're planning to do a planter project where the kids actually are going to be physical, hands-on constructing these planters. We make sure it's safe, and we make sure they're all following safety protocols with safety glasses and hard hats and gloves. But it's really, really a cool opportunity. We're excited about getting this to happen. We've done this in other school districts as well, and it's really fun, quite fulfilling to see these students get exposure to something they might not have had exposure to before. The wheels are turning in a little bit different way with the academic learning. STEM learning is very hands-on, and sometimes a student starts to realize they might have some gifts in hands-on, and they might want to further pursue this as their education progresses. You give these students an exposure, and amazing things can happen.
The key word in our relationship with Vulcan and Chase is evolving. The great aspect of these relationships with our business partners is that they evolve with the needs of our district, but it also throughout that relationship, we hear about their needs as well. And so that helps us to equip our students to be their future workforce.
This Levine partnership is something we take a lot of pride in. And really throughout the company, this is kind of the example of how we want to develop our school partnerships. And I have to give total credit for the evolution of this partnership to Dr. Joe Roselle and the Levine School District, because they've been active in our relationship. It's not just, hey Vulcan, thanks for the check, we'll see you next year when it's time for more money. They constantly reach out with opportunities. They get us in front of their school board, of their students, of the parents, so we can engage there. They ask us what type of participation we would like to have in the school district. And really that has led to the evolution from a $5,000 grant program into the Chief Science Officer Partnership in this larger $15,000 grant program.
They see it as a significant investment in the future. So instead of it just being a club or a class, we really want all kids in the Levine School District to be exposed to STEM so that can ignite that fire and we can get more kids in the STEM profession.
The most wonderful aspects for us and for our business partners is we are planting seeds in the lives of students as young as kindergarten to look at STEM careers. Another advantage is if you're preparing a student for STEM, you know that you're preparing them for college.